Hello. Yeah, yeah, Monday. There's no sound apparently, was there?
Okay. For some reason, that's now working. No, you got me now. Yep, that's my mic. Yes, testing one, two.
I can hear you, but
Okay. Well, I'm
apparently
just.
it's not coming through.
It's all right. I'm just going to just do that. Testing. No, that's my microphone's working now. That's all good.
Okay,
Yeah.
can they hear me?
That's,
I'm not stressed if they can't.
that's right. Okay, it's starting again. So, like, yeah, I did a Windows update last night. Okay, guys, and I went through three times, three reboots, made sure everything was working, then shut down, turned on this morning, and something's still wrong. Fucking annoying shit.
Bit like my brain. I shut it down at night, and when I wake up in the morning, things are still wrong.
That's why I don't do updates.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, things are starting to look a bit flaky on gaming platforms. I have a few more crashes on games, so I thought I'd better update the core system because the core system is also very critical to gaming technology. So yeah, and there's obviously a few things that they've done. Anyway, so we're back. So yeah, anyway, starting right is we'll start again. Time out. Can I just have a cut and put that at the end?
Three, two, one.
Okay, right. Right, okay. So look, you always come here for the. I just like to mess shit up. Okay, that's the way it works. You come here for the fun of me messing shit up. Yeah. So we are talking about the Australian dollar. What happened to the Australian dollar? So I did a transfer. I think it was so. I think I got 705, 23,705, around about that time there. But yeah, so yeah, the US dollar did it as well. It started going down here. What happened to the Thai? What would make the Thai baht get stronger? They've done absolutely nothing this week to indicate any strengthening of the Thai baht.
Well,
In,
we were
in
saying before we came on, there hasn't been any sort of like major announcements in any of the Tides new feeds. Like, what's going on?
Apart from the promises they're making, over the next 4 years to lift, Thailand out of the doldrums of, middle, what they call, what's it? There's three levels. There's obviously end game, or is it? But that's those three levels they use in Indian economics now. So developing, and what is the third one?
Dominating.
No, yeah, well, that's the Americans here. But yeah, so there's Thailand's in that sort of middle belt, and they want to be in the top belt, which is never going to happen because the top belt just continues to grow, and it's like it's us trying to chase, us trying to chase views on YouTube, it's a never-ending game, isn't it? But yeah, I have no idea what. So like, we're just waiting for other people's feedback, and sort of, can they give us an idea what the Thai did they do something? I know that they upped their bond rate by point 0.3. Was it point 0.3 or 0.03? I think they put point 0.3 on it. But that wouldn't mean people would want to buy Thai bonds, I'm sure.
There's no major investment announcements or anything because nothing popped up on my news feeds. But I don't have as many as yours was, so you probably got more than me.
Look at China. Where's the Chinese thing? Where's the Canada, Australia, Japan? China. Well, let's have a look at Russia. So Russia went better, but that's pretty much a controlled currency. Where's China? Chinese yen. So what does that mean? Currency manipulation?
Yeah.
But they don't freely trade the yen, do they? It's not an open market. I just can't figure out why it would suddenly drop. You know, everything was looking good. You know, if we go back to the Australian dollar, things were starting to look up there. You know, if we go to the 1 month, we're seeing, well, that period of time we were up here. Well, that's against the Chinese. Let's go back to against the Thai baht again. Yeah, we sort of saw this gradually. I've been watching this over the month. I thought, well, finally, we're starting to see some recovery.
Yeah.
And then it just does that. And you go, what the... Yeah, anyway, so the dramas we have to deal with here in Thailand. So, I thought I'd make it a little bit more... Let's just do something else. Where's that thing? Let me just start that thing up there, and I'm going to put that over here. Oh, come on. And we'll go to that. Oh, we've got a bit of a backdrop going on there, so we don't. That's just okay. Let's have a bit of riding going on in the background there. I know I can't put music on. I suppose I could put the music on, but you don't want to have two of me talking. I just like to have something moving on screen so it gets people's attention. Yeah, this is the uncut bit of the video for the ride. So if what you saw was only 30 minutes. This is 37 minutes long. There was 7 minutes cut out of it, and there's no fast tracking and jump cuts and things like that. But anyway, we'll just let that go. Anyway, let's read what people are talking about here. Now that I got everything running finally. No audio, how do you, no sound, just what you thought. Yeah, good coffee morning from Dubai. First coffee here. What's the coffee like in Dubai? Is it as good as over here? I know coffee, you really can't really destroy it. One coffee I really have always loved is Turkish coffee. It done properly. I was taught how to cook it, but I could never do it as good as the baristas. But had a friend of mine in not King's Cross, where was it, Woolloomooloo. He's an expert at making that Turkish coffee, and we used to go down and do AD, Dungeons and Dragons games in his flat, which was owned by the church, and the church continually sort of sending him letters. What is this demonic game you're playing downstairs? Yeah, the fun and games of young adulthood. I'm working on something to do with updates. Yes, yeah. Okay, that never worked. Bloody Microsoft. Yes, I know. Same update yesterday. Painful. Lost an hour of work. Yes. Glad I have no computer. Yeah, I run Windows Enterprise Edition, which means I can get in there and tell it not to bother me. But, after a year, I think I should be bothered. So it tells me about I should do something about it. And then I do the updates all at once. And yeah, I don't know. Do they still make an Enterprise Edition in 11? I don't know.
I haven't seen.
I haven't seen it.
I mean, I still get that update every time I turn on. Your computer qualifies for an update to Windows 11. No.
Yeah. No. I will be putting that off as long as I can. That's for certain. Nothing done. Nothing. That's why I'm stronger. I was 20-something yesterday. Okay. That's what it's. And that's what at TT Exchange booth. Okay. Yeah, it's probably because the vote of the voice, which is the vote of the voice today. Oh, this is.
That's the Australian referendum thing.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So again, it's not even done properly. I put myself back on the Australian electoral roll, right, for the Australian federal elections, whenever that was. We did it together, that's right, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I'm on the roll. So shouldn't they send me something? Well, where is it?
If you've got your Thai address on there, they should.
So nothing was sent to me. So I guess I don't qualify for fucking vote in the referendum. Is that right?
Got no idea. Got no idea.
Diminished responsibility. It's just getting worse every day. It really is. Um, Probably it's probably just devoted voice. Retired in Florida. Retired in Florida. Retired in Florida. Hello, Warren. If your pension is paid in Australian dollars, then you're better off as the Thai currency crashes. Yeah, well, I get it's well. I don't take a pension. I'm still working on a cash float because I pulled some investments out a couple of years ago because of the COVID situation, and I never reinvested it. I think it's probably the better idea because it's sort of given me a little bit more of a cushion of not have to worry about this bullshit. But yeah, I'm going to have to go and leverage my that investment portfolio within the next 12 months and get that all set up so it pays the stipend of 3,000 baht a month, $3,000 a month, which should be 75,000 baht a month, on my budget. But it's sort of like currently, well, I think I got 70,000 on Tuesday, or 71,000, 75 instead of 68. So I made 3,000 more baht this month than I did last month. But yeah, I just had the air conditioner guys who came around 2 months ago to do something I asked them to do, right? And they did everything else but what I wanted to do, and still fucking leaks. Fracking leaks. Fracking. I got to fracking leaks. Well, monetisation's off anyway. I can swear as much as I want, unless of course they're blacklisting. But yeah, so they came in today and they wanted to charge me again. But I called you out here 2 months ago to do this exact job, right? And then they wanted to argue, and of course, thankfully our man Mike was here.
Yes,
Kun Mike, and we'll be leveraging Kun Mike more in the coming years, I'm sure. Because he talked him down from 950 baht down to 300 baht for that repair, which they should have done for free because it was under warranty, But it wasn't under warranty because we didn't actually do that thing. But that was what I asked you to do. I asked you to move it up an inch so it has some gravity because water does not flow uphill. For some reason, water flows uphill in Thailand. Well, they think so, at least, anyway. So the fun and games are getting sort of half-baked engineers putting air conditioning units in your houses. As I said, these guys here were from Carrier Air, so they're professional guys. They asked who did the installation. I said, Thai Watsudu. And they just basically promptly straight out sort of came out and said, yeah, Thai Watsudu don't have their own engineers. They subcontract to whoever wants to take the job. Yeah, well, fine. They're still going to do the job properly. It's not hard. Like, if I had the tools, I could do the job myself. I need 2 other people and a couple of ladders, and I can do it myself. It's not a mind-bending job. Anybody can do it. But yeah. I'd rather spend 500 baht because I get a Thai to do it. $20 to hang that. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Maybe if I spent the 1,500 baht, to get it done properly, and then might get the gravity right. I don't know. Like anyway, these are sort of the things you have to deal with here in Thailand. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, so getting back into pensions, I'll worry about that pension thing or that stipend. Hopefully we get it all sorted out in the next 3 to 6 months. Because it's getting to that time where we just need to get it embedded, but we just don't know what's going to go on. Any changes I may make now may have some sort of adverse impact if some other thing changes in the Thai side of things. Because we've got Integrity Legal now spouting a whole bunch of shit because he's a lawyer and he can say that, and probably he can be completely indemnified from anything he says on YouTube. But I don't like what he's sort of saying. But nobody knows what's going on, and it's a bit of a fucking worry. That's it.
Well, you can't sort of make plans unless you've got a a concrete
Yeah,
base to form those plans on, and there's nothing concrete. It's all,
all up in the air.
yeah,
Yeah. Then again, if they, sorted out the graft and a few other things here that are ongoing here for 30 years in Thailand, then they probably don't need to raise those extra funds because the money's there. Unfortunately, it's going to the wrong people. That's all. The money's there, just but redirect it to the right places. That's what was there. That was the intention of that money. You know. But
well,
yeah.
that's what makes Thailand an interesting place.
Anyway, so I thought I'd put some bike riding on today, so we're going to have people talking about, the Thai driving and the safety aspects of Thai driving. So, have a bit of movement in the background. And of course, it's interesting how you might notice it looks a lot better on this screen than it does on YouTube.
Oh, it looks better on YouTube than it does on my Discord screen.
Does it? Well, this one here, I'm looking at it here and looking at the pixelation, I'm seeing there on Discord,
Yeah.
and what we're transmitting out there. But when I compared this, I did a test the other day, when I compared this to what was ended up encoded on YouTube, because they re-encode everything into their G something or other format, and it loses more quality. When I'm instead of sending this stuff out at 10,000 kilobits per second, to keep the quality there, and then they down train it to about 2,000 kilobits per second, and you get artifacts and pixelation all over the place, which is a pain in the ass.
Well, it looks jittery on my Discord homepage, but when I turn to look at the stream to keep tabs of everything, it's nice and smooth.
Interesting.
Weird. Maybe that's because I haven't done my Windows update yet.
Maybe you're going to do your Windows update. Yes, Jim says Thai safety. That's an oxymoron. Yeah, well, and I see every day. I see a lot of safety elements that are here in Thailand, but it is specifically Thai specific. And then, of course, in the same boat, you'll see total lack of care in other situations. It's almost like we had a different set of rule books. And what makes that, seriously, that electrical cable inside that duct there next to that water, that's a problem. I wouldn't allow that, but for some reason it's Thailand and that's okay. Just to me, getting that your head around what they consider to be dangerous versus what we consider to be dangerous, it's very hard to get your head around.
Oh, well, I've got to get my head around that this week. I got my pilot's medical checkup in Bangkok.
Yeah.
And my usual taxi service to help me out, because I can't unfortunately use Q Mike anymore, is unable to take me. So I've got to bite the bullet and.
Well, I'm sure he will. For 1,500 baht, he will come down there and pick you up and take it in. Yeah.
I wouldn't do it to him. Wouldn't do it to him after what I put him through when I moved down here, getting back to his house at 5 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't do it to him. So I'm going to bite the bullet and do the long drive and attempt Bangkok traffic.
Just drive slowly.
In a car. Yeah, I'm not stressed. I mean, I do consider myself a pretty safe driver and rider, but with what I've seen on Thai roads, I'm fingers crossed I'm not going to be the issue. But what is it going to be? 2.5 hours or something along those lines of 110% concentration. So by the time I get to Bangkok, I'm going to be like, okay.
Well, here's this little corner thing. This first little issue here. What was this guy doing?
Yeah.
Honestly, they just stop there. They just stop. You just stop in the middle of the road.
And he's blocking traffic from 4 ways.
This is Thailand. Now, nobody got hurt, but honestly, you go on. I'm trying to get through. Yeah, gotta love Thailand.
Chris has said, Todd, why not just drive to
Nearest
the nearest train station? Well, the nearest one to me would be Suvarnabhumi Airport. So the amount of money to put the car in, get to the train, get the train to the hotel, and then the hotel to the hospital, then the hospital back to the hotel, and
Mm.
then get my gear back to Suvarnabhumi, and then get the car. Eh, why not? I did look at that, to be honest with you. But yeah, when in Rome, just give it a go. I mean,
Mm.
no, I don't have a car. I'm renting one at the moment, so just to see the feasibility of it. So yeah, we'll give it a go. Give it a go. If I don't report back next Saturday, you know I've had issues.
Hmm. So have you got the bike out of got the cobwebs out of the bike yet, Todd? I have to,
Don't you? We've spoken about this,
I,
mate. You bring up all my bad points.
well, listen, I
Yes.
put this video up there, so I encourage you to get out your bike, and so,
All
because
right. The situation is, yeah, down in Bang Chung, it's not the same as where I was in Sai Ha. I thought, oh, okay, rainy season, yeah, a couple of weeks and we'll be fine. Um, it's rained every day since I've sort of moved down here, and everyone goes, oh, it'll be finished in 2 weeks. Yeah, it'll be finished in 2 weeks. Even Ku Mike, when I spoke to him this morning, he said, oh, yeah, rainy season will finish in 2 weeks. And I'm going, everyone said that and started saying that 2 months ago. Oh, it'll finish in 2 weeks. So the weather's been against me, but I did speak to my CFI yesterday, so we've got things in motion. So
and Retro Biker did leave a comment on the actual video, so saying, yeah, well, Todd wasn't there telling you to self-cancel the indicators. I'm hopeless with indicators, seriously.
I can't be everywhere at once. Be everywhere at once.
Todd has
Uh,
become the rain god, yes, we all know that, yeah.
well, I'm trying to send it Mayor Grove's way, but it doesn't seem to be working at the moment. He's always saying they did have some the other week, but not enough from what he was telling me. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna.
But there is an SRT line you can take up, but that's just like a 3 hour, 4 hour SRT ride, isn't it?
Yeah, I looked into the
Yeah.
SRT and I looked into the bus situation because there's I'll use the term loosely, a
Mm.
bus terminal on Sukhumvit Road in Bang Chung, but doesn't take me conveniently to where I need to go. So by the time I get into Bangkok and use other forms of transportation, I might as well just, okay, bite the bullet and just drive up there and see how I go.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, worst case scenario, I'll pull over and sort of contemplate my navel for about 5 or 10 minutes and keep going.
Oh, yeah, where's that little clip you did for your line clip? Let me see if I can find that. Hold on. Let's just
What
put.
line clip? What do I?
You,
What did I send you?
you sent me some rain stuff. Come on, could you just
Yeah.
pause that? Move that over there.
People are probably saying, yeah, that Todd's exaggerating it. No, I'm not. This is Bang Chung on Thursday. Between Bang Chung and Rayong.
There we go. It's only a
Yeah.
short clip there. I was thinking, could I use it for my TikTok or something? But probably not long enough. But yeah, that's a lot of water.
Yeah, yeah, and that's when I had the blackout. Because the thing is, when it storms here, I get a blackout. Yeah, I've got a UPS, so it saves damage to all the electrical equipment. Thank you for the advice. Was it best investment I've done? But the power goes off, so I can leave myself on the computer, but then I'm risking the fact that the battery will drain down. I'll get so caught up in something else. Um, so Mark, Mark in Thailand, not on this morning, but that's all right. He came and picked me up, and he didn't have power at his house, so we went for a drive, and that's when we went for a drive. We saw that. So,
Yeah.
and that's one of the reasons why I haven't been able to get out and ride the bike or even go flying to that point. So, yeah, I'm not lying when when I'm saying it's raining.
You can park in my condo, guest parking for 10 meters from the BTS. Yeah, well, actually, we got dinner tonight. We've got a dinner date with Jerry and a few others in at Sukhumvit there. But we'll drive into Jerry's place and park in his car park, and we'll catch the BTS up one station. Yeah, one station, because he's at Tronghor, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tronghor to Assot. But yeah, so we got dinner tonight. 8:20 we've got it at. So you are still invited if you actually do make it up. But yeah, it's up to you.
I missed the catching up, but I mean, it was the best laid plans of mice and men to make the move, do some flying, get it underway, get all that sorted. Oh, the Ute cut the corner, awesome. But you can't fight Mother Nature, as Mayor Graves is always telling me. So, but then I've got to go back to Australia in less than 2 weeks now. I've got my mate's wedding coming up back in Australia. I get to catch up with Kimbo and Mum. So hopefully by the time I've done that and come back, the rainy season would have been over.
Yeah, well, it's starting to shape up to be. I got blue sky out the window right now. So
you've always got blue sky, mate. Every time we chat, oh no, and then
sky,
I go outside and it's going to rain half an hour, and it does.
But
it is what it is.
We get rain here. We had a good 3 inches the other day. It come down in about an hour. But being right on the clong, it dissipates pretty quickly. We don't get flooding.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that new area up the road as well that they've been building, that new estate. Talk about how much subsidence they've had for the last few weeks. They're actually topping up those little plots now, because it's actually subsided about maybe, what's that? 8, 10 centimetres, almost a foot. That's how much subsidence they've had in that area.
Well, I had to do the same thing at those 2 blocks at Saiha when I was at the house at Saiha. When you came down my little soy on both sides, they had to put soil in there 3 times.
Yeah. It packs down.
Get a submarine. David, Wazza is always teasing me about starting away and getting a jet ski.
Jet ski.
That's the reason I sent him the video. The message underneath it was, yeah, you're right, I need a jet ski. And would have had some fun on that road.
I'm sure you would. And then again, I would have got a boogie board out and a bit of rope, and I would have had you tow me along the back.
Oh yeah,
the fun things we used to do in Australia.
Well, didn't a guy do that in Bangkok with those floods last year and got in trouble?
No, we used to do it on hills hoists. You put the plastic down in the backyard, put some ropes on the hills hoist, right, and then flood the backyard with water and swing yourself around the you can't do that now. That's dangerous.
Cotton wool kids.
Yeah, the cotton wool kids. They're missing out on all the fun. Yeah, as for I don't know whether you can actually put a couple of extra car batteries, string a couple of car batteries on the back of those UPSs as an extra battery backup. Probably wouldn't be too hard to hook up.
Yeah. I mean, it does what it needs to do. When there's a power failure, I don't get brownouts on the electrical stuff, and it keeps the server running. So that's the main thing, and just gives me time to, okay, I got power failure. I can't see in my room anyway because the lights go out and everything because the UPS doesn't control the lights.
Yeah.
So, yeah, gives me enough time to, if I'm online, just, hey, was it power failure? I'm logging off. Or I just come up, no power. Okay, can't log in. But it's all right. I mean, you can't let those things sort of control what you're doing.
So we do get a bit of traffic around our way, especially when they put the Rye King Fair on.
Ah, yeah.
It's always fun. Of course, I got to get the bike out and get somebody to detail it for me. I suppose I could do it all myself, but I'd rather take it up the road and spend 200 baht and get somebody to do it for me.
Oh, I've got my high pressure water cleaner and everything like that.
But I don't have one of those. You do. I don't.
Yeah. Just get out there. It takes me 15 minutes to spray it down and wipe it off, because it's got one of those bottles where you can put the
Applying for
detergent.
2 holiday visas. So how long are you planning a holiday for, Chris? Because you only need 30 days. You don't need a visa if you're coming this way, unless of course you're going some other place. We were going to talk about some Thai news, but all the Thai news this week has been about Hamas and everything else, and that's not really Thailand. I can't be bothered with that. Yeah. Exactly what's going on over there is anybody's guess, but I would say that if China took this time to actually invade Taiwan, then I think it'd be all over by the shouting.
Just after some peace and quiet. Oh, I did go to a trivia night. I don't know whether that's an interesting thing. Mark in Thailand, trivia night.
60 days, yeah, okay. Which means 60 days plus the option to extend for another 30, I would guess. Is that right? Yeah, son and yourself need visas. Okay, yeah, well, coming out at the right time of the year. When do you plan to get here? Sort of November or December? November would be my guess.
Oh yeah, I remember that corner. Oof.
Just waiting for the oil company. Just waiting for the oil companies to put the price of oil, because Israel stuff, put up the price of oil. Yeah, I know. It's just we should have been off the fucking global oil standard fucking 30 years ago, but got to keep all those people employed. Unfortunately, that actually does more damage to the economy than just saying no more oil. December 18th, so you're coming out, okay, in peak period. So you're probably paying premium for your air tickets as well, I'm guessing. What does it cost to get out of here now, anyway?
Well, it's costing me a bit to get back and see the family, but it's all worth it.
Yeah, but if you do the 60 days, then you can get another 30 day on the 60-day tourist visa. This is probably the option he's got there. More than one way to skin a cat, that's for certain. But yeah, I would have come out, 14 days earlier, just so I would have got a cheaper airfare. I think they go up. The price goes up, or used to go up around about the 5th of December was the price, or that week of the 5th of December. I always remember because it was always the King's birthday week. I'd always have to or book my ticket the week before the King's birthday, because if I booked it on the week of the King's birthday, the price went up like 30%. But weren't we meant to run out of oil in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s? They kept finding new holes to pull oil out of. Now they're finding gas. They leave the oil down there and just pull the gas out, which for some reason is better for them. But as we keep on saying, it's a nuclear furnace 92 million miles away. Nice, safe distance away. We won't really have any problems with it overheating or melting down. All you need is to get the energy. They say the fact that the energy from that sun, right, in one day can supply the energy needs for our planet for 1 year. So why aren't we doing that? Because all the global economies and everything else is tied around oil, and if you pull the oil numbers out, then of course you've got 2/3 of the planet out of work. And nobody can get food on their table. Return flights for Melbourne and Bangkok, April, $1,500. I got the Thai Air direct from Sydney, $1,600 each. Okay. Not if you have a return ticket, Chris, for 60 days. Airlines know that you can extend. I've never heard of anyone being turned away. Yeah. No, but I get that. But I've been told you can be stopped before leaving Australia. I'm just trying to follow the flow. I guess because it's always that 30-second delay. Just make sure.
Yeah.
Just trying to read the flow of the. Yeah, Robert, I didn't get that. But so Robert sort of said, yeah, okay, yeah. So that's it. Yeah, it just really depends on whether you want the 60 or the 90 days, because you can't get the 90 days on the exempt visa. Yeah, one-way flight stays cheaper than return. That's exactly right, Alan. Just don't go home. Well, that's the way we do it anyway. But yeah, it's. But as you can see, does the riding look scary? You know, when I ride, does it look scary? I don't know. People sort of complain about, Thai traffic and Thai road. Yeah, okay, there's some idiots out there. But there's just as many idiots in here as there is in Australia. And I think, on a percentage of population basis, there's probably more idiots in Australia than there is in Thailand. The only difference is the fact that we wear helmets and seatbelts, and Thais tend not to. That's all I can put it down to. But they all do the same crazy shit.
This video is different to riding PopeKael Road, mate.
Yeah, this is 95% of Thailand is like this.
Yes.
That's the trouble. It's 95% of Thailand is driving like this. There's only the 5%, which is the big flyovers, the big roads, and Bangkok traffic, which is different. But most of those, as I said, most of the accidents they happen is not even on roads like this. They're on the rural roads, like where that guy cuts across the road there to turn right in front of two cars on a T intersection. No brains.
Yeah. Exactly
why he thinks that 30 seconds that he thinks he's saving is going to be the epitome of his day, I don't know. Just stop and think about what you're doing, guys. That's all you're going to do. You see these guys waiting to cut out in front of, I said, they cut out in front of you to beat that car turning right, that one that did on the Ranger for me. And he's indicating to turn down, then the bike pulled up beside me and he just cuts right in front of him. And I'm going, well, what the I'm being careful, but the Thais just aren't careful at all. It's just bizarre. Robert, I agree with you, mate, but the law is you need a visa for over 30 days. I'd hate to be stopped leaving. Yes, I know. Gideon. Vaginal toast, and what do we do? Some people are weird. Anyway, thanks whoever that was. Get rid of them off the stream. We don't need them. Get to one-way flight. Yeah, okay. So some people giggy. What?
It's been a while since we've had.
It's why they even bother. I don't know. So but for some reason, again we've got to get down. I've got a whole bunch of topics I want to talk. What was the one I mentioned the other day? Again, diminished responsibility. Yeah. We're talking about Discord. Why don't people come and hang out in Discord more? Because it takes 3 clicks to get into Discord as opposed to YouTube or Facebook only takes 2 clicks. We're in a society now that one less click brings the crowd.
Yeah.
My brain can't cope with this much longer. Maybe I should give myself a lobotomy. Lord diarrhea, one of McDonald's queer as that's all right. Hello, queer as fuck people. Join in. It's only just improves my numbers on my stream. It's all good, guys. Because it doesn't do anything to the stream. It just makes you look like an idiot. How is high language? How is high language learning going? Thai language.
Thai language.
Yeah. That's right. It looks again. I watched Jen do this stuff, and he reads this stuff, and he reads between what was supposed to be said, even with a bad typing. I have trouble keeping up with that. I'm never going to be a streamer. Um, also, Chris, Thai immigration law states upon arrival you must show 20,000 baht cash or equivalent for foreign currency, return ticket or evidence of your accommodation. But whoever gets that, I've never been asked once when I was coming in, but the thing is, last time I came was 2016, and I think that started to be more of an issue around about 2017, 2018 or something. So, but I do believe it's still part of the mandate. Especially for, I think, border crossings, not so much for plane crossings, but especially the surface crossings. I think it's almost mandated. You've got to have money in your pocket before you enter. Basically you're crossing with all the Burmese and Laotians and Cambodians. So, they don't have 20,000 baht, so you've got to watch yourself in the queue there. You might get pickpocketed as well. The one thing I really do, still strikes me at Thailand, there seems to be a lot of space around here, considering how close we are to the city, and they've utilised the space very well. Mind you, again, here in Thailand, we're not really big into the big properties, are we? It's just, you'll get I suppose the upper echelon will want big properties, but the average Thai, big properties, no, we need to grow some food here.
Well, talking about spaces, when you get to a certain area after this corner and you turn left, I remember when I first was riding there used to be that house that was on that little soy that everyone had to divert around, and they knocked it down.
Oh yeah. That just was here gone there one day, gone the next.
Yeah,
it's almost because we get B doubles coming through here. Exactly why they let a B double down this road, I've got no idea. But they go into this little corner just around this little place here. That factory. That's where they go into. Yeah, but
that's where that house used to be.
That's where that house was. But, I'm guessing a B double came in and round and just knocked the whole thing down.
Yeah.
That's all I can put it down to. Because it was there one day and then it was just gone the next. Wonder how long before our nice white and grey walls will turn into that black sooty stuff that we see on the right-hand side. I'm already seeing mould grow in certain areas, especially where the damp has been, predominant. But I must admit, I don't know. Do you like this style of living in a house or a condo? I don't know. I still can't see how people can deal with condo living. I know people do it, but just to me, it's just. I've got to have a bit of grass, man.
It reminded me too much of on-base accommodation. And like you said, I've got a little bit of grass at my house. I mean, I put the AstroTurf down at the other house, but this house has got landscaped and everything like that. So, but yeah, it's sort of hearing noises all the time, and I think it's something to do with my lack of sleep. I mean, imagine having the walls of the bedroom where you can hear everything that's going on to the left of you, to the right of you, above you and below you.
Yeah.
Like you said, some people can do it. It's just.
So we had obviously, through conversations this week, we had Shania again, so talking about, well, let's go and move Australia, and I'm going, darling, do you have any idea how much it costs to live in Sydney these days? There's a little website out there called Numbeo, and you can put, you know, your city of where you are and the city you're going to, and if they've got data's right. But it gives you some rather interesting numbers, like, you know, like those typical restaurant meals we have on a nightly basis, you know, meal, inexpensive restaurant. Typically, yeah, we pay about 85 baht per meal, per person. Sydney prices, 533 baht, 500% more expensive just for a quick meal. Next to talk about, you know, our Wednesday dates. You know, our Wednesday lunches we do are, you know, 400 to 500 baht for our Wednesday lunches, which is what we consider to be ordinary. A typical thing in Sydney, 2,000, that's what, 120 bucks? 456, really? One thing did surprise me though. You know, milk is cheaper. It's cheaper in Sydney than it is in Nakhon Pathom. A litre of milk here, they reckon 65 baht, which I think is about right. It's only 58 baht in Sydney. I think milk is subsidised, isn't it? Yeah, I'm getting some material. This is a video that's coming up this week. Okay, so I've already done the basic storyline and a few bits and pieces here and there. If you haven't really noticed, I'm actually trying to put some effort into doing some videos to make them more, you know, you guys spend time watching videos, and I can sort of see, you know, my retention rate on the videos are at least, you know, 40% of people are hanging around to the end of a video. So let's make the videos more interesting if people are going to stick around longer. You know, we're encouraged to think the fact that a typical time for a video has, you know, 1 to 2 minutes of watch time. Whereas, you know, I'm seeing, you know, 6 to 8 minutes is the average watch time on my 15-minute video, which is, yeah, that's that dickhead. Yeah, well, you were indicating the term there. Don't know where it was off to. But that guy in front, he just cuts right in front of me. He didn't give a fuck. He just and you wonder why we have so many problems here. That is why. And like this one coming up here, this is it here? There's one coming up here, comes out and cuts in front of the cars. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. 2 litres of full cream milk at Macro. Latest cost 91 to 95 baht, depending on the chosen. Yeah, I didn't have, you know, again, we've only got a limited, you know, ice cream. I think that's kind of considered a luxury, isn't it? Bottle of wine, domestic beer, markets, yeah, we've got transportation, yeah. It is limited, but it gives me some material to work with, and you know, with the script and the material, we should be able to produce a decent video. Oh, Dallo's in the house. Good afternoon, good morning. We just got this running around the back row. We'll just change up a bit, give you some motion while we talk. Gives you, you know, and I must admit, I see a bit more typing on the screen, so the chat rate looks a bit higher than normal, so that's good. They send in the passport by mail. One advantage of living in condos that you get
Juristic, that's the front office.
Oh, okay, and the people inside can do very helpful. Oh, yeah, look, there are the advantages, though, because, you know, I got, you know, Cody and Chris and Jerry and all them are always talking about their condo living. And it was, you know, if I was single, I would probably entertain it myself as well. But, you know, I think if you're planning to, you know, be part of Thailand, just to me, it just seems more natural. You have your bike, your car, a bit of grass, you got a pet, you know, you got people around you, you've got, you know, blue skies, you know, nobody looking over your shoulder, you know, all that sort of stuff just seems to just make for a more pleasant experience, you know, for your retirement years. So I keep on having to remind myself, you know, why I'm retired. Yeah, so, yeah, I've got an idea for that video. I've got a bunch of ideas for coming up. The other thing is I'm going to try to do is, you know, I haven't been really doing what my About page says on the YouTube, and I have 5 particular subjects of particularly things that we cover on the channel. and I just haven't been doing all those things recently. So, I'm now trying to put it more in a rotational thing. So we try to have at least one of those topics every 2 weeks. Another thing I'm also doing for those special Patreons and members, we're just going to do a little bit of an off-the-cuff video probably once a week just for the Patreons and members. So if you're a Patreon or member, just check the fact that there are extra videos there for you. I know I haven't done them in the past, but that's part of the plan going forward, is to try to get a little bit more, unedited, off topics. Even so, we were talking about it yesterday or this morning. Maybe like when we get on Discord every so often, we're doing something and I might just record it, and that just becomes a 20-minute video for Patreons. As we're just talking about the ins and outs or ups and downs of Thailand, just totally spontaneous discussions. They may also go onto the Patreon member, private video circuit there, and of course they'll go into the Discord channel too. So, and I just want to make sure that people sort of see us out here, doing what we do, trying to entertain people, which is what we're going to try to do now. It's an uphill battle. I've got to learn to be an entertainer, but I've got to learn to speak properly. Yeah, and that's not easy for an Australian. It's one of the hardest things to do, is actually speaking proper, royal English.
Good at English.
Good or better at English. Yeah, Robert Groves. We are putting up with the warm weather and no rain here. Life is hard, Darlow.
You can have mine. You can have the rain here. I'm over the rain. Hang on, let me just look out the window. Hang on, a little bit of blue sky, but yeah, the clouds are coming in. Clouds are coming in.
Clouds are coming in, you reckon? No, where's my cloud maps?
Yeah, the clouds are coming in. It's going to rain later.
Tab. Let's press a pause button there and let's bring the... What's the weather look like right now, eh? Oh, look at all the water over there. Look, something is coming in from the... Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to go out and get that jet ski now, don't you? You've got about 8 hours.
Well, if you let it go, there's already green down towards me, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking in that direction. See, my house, I can't see it. I'm trying to use my fingers to point on the screen.
I can see that very well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the direction of the window that I just looked out is to the east there, and I can see the dark masses. So, yeah.
Let's have a quick look at Ventura. What's causing that? Is that a cyclonic? Look at the wind patterns.
Yeah, Alan, Wazza says that to me all the time. When I say, oh, it's getting dark, it's going to storm here, I'll make sure the UPS is on. Yes. Yeah, you're looking east in Bangkok. You're not looking east in Rayong. There's, I know it's only 2 hours away, but it's a major difference.
That's a high pressure system, is it? No, it's a low. Not very cyclonic. There's one up here. Why it's got so much water in it, I don't know.
It's squeezing off the coast of the Vietnam there.
It's coming up through, anticyclone, so there's a cyclonic depression. Where's the pressure? Air pressure. These are definitely low. It's one of those weird lows. It's not really a low. It's just like a vacuum low rather than a low pressure. Anyway, looks like we're going to get some water. No water here today. Nice and sunny around our house.
So yes, I'd love to go running. Yes, I'd love to go flying. It's just the weather's been against me. The
Mhm.
weather's been against me.
Yeah, and I've got another ride I've got to do. I don't know whether I'm going to do it today or tomorrow. I've got to go on. I don't know what's happened. The Vegemite has run out.
No,
The Vegemite has run out. I have got no Vegemite in the house.
but who eats it? I know you eat it, but who else eats it there?
No one.
So,
I'm going to have to do a run to the Vegemite shop. Um, that's in CC. That's the interesting bit. That's just another one of those videos. It's a ride video, right? The shop is only CC, so it's about 3 kilometres away. But the road, the track you've got to take to get there is up there, U-turn, down there, U-turn, across there, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, turn right, turn left, U-turn, down, turn right, turn left, do a U-turn. Oh my God! There is no direct path to my Foodland store, unfortunately. But yeah, it'll be an interesting ride. It takes about 30 minutes to get to Foodland from here. It's only 5 kilometres away. Sunny views towards eastern Bangkok. Yes, there is. Yes. After all I taught you, still say ain't. I'd love to go. Puff ganja and drink cold beer. Okay, there's it. Drive to the economy code. I don't know what that means. We have the Vegemite bee, and I have some crumpets for my breakfast today. It's not fair. It's not fair. Look, I've been watching it. I've been meaning to get up there all week. I've got three. I got four sandwiches. I got 3 sandwiches. I got 2. I probably have 1 sandwich left if I carefully scrape
it.
I've got 1 more today, and then I'm out. I'd make a video out of it just for the fun of it. Why not? You know, the challenges we have in Thailand, you can't easily get Vegemite. It'll probably go ballistic. Oh, yeah, and of course, I do have to do that video, don't I? I got to do that video, how to spread Vegemite, because the Americans have got no idea. So it's going to be a proper educational video, how-to video, how to properly spread Vegemite, and how to make cheese and Vegemite toasted sandwiches.
With plain chips.
Or chip buddy ones. Oh, we could add.
Yeah.
I could do 2 styles. Yeah, yes. Yeah, so, God, I got 2 videos there. Oh my God, you know, the chip buddy Vegemite sandwich. Oh my God.
Going through primary school, that was state.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. With all the dramas we had the last 6 months, you just lose interest in everything because you got an invalid in the house. He's getting better now. He does high five me now downstairs.
Good.
We get the what was the most recent thing? I said, I was just joking yesterday. I said, "Come on, let's go and do some exercise now. Come on, get out of bed. We're going to go for a run." And you see him, almost killing himself laughing, but he can't laugh properly yet. But you can see it's definitely keeping him amused. We're holding out for Christmas time. We should be sort of up and about by Christmas. So, but again, they take these chances with their life, and then everybody else is left to pick up the pieces. But yeah, so we reassessing the whole YouTube thing. Doing a nothing video every week because there was too many other things on our plate. Things are looking up, so time to get back into the swing of things, and been trying to think of what to do. Trying to do something entertaining, something different, and it's not easy. But I've got a new partner in crime now. Well, we got 2 partners in crime. We've got a little chat group online. We now bounce ideas off together and work on some scripts, and we've got Mrs. ChatGPT giving us some ideas as well. She's pretty good,
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to see how that works? I don't know. I'm quite happy to show you ChatGPT and how it works for making videos. Robert Max in the house. Go, Robert. How you doing? Villa Market, Chris has it in stock. Well, yeah, Villa Market. That's even further away than my local Foodland, but I do know where it is in Foodland, so it's all good.
I do have some left here, but I don't know where they stock it down here. There is a couple of Farang markets around, but I think they're more UK American based.
Well, I got to work out. I can get on Lazada in 2 days. So like the 220 gram ones you can get for, I think I saw 199 baht. I saw it on Lazada, and I was buying it on Lazada for a while there, but then of course, that was then we had COVID. COVID was the difficult time because nobody was coming into the country. That's when I figured I could actually buy it on Lazada. Before then, I had enough supply from people coming over and just bringing a jar. And now the call is out. Who's coming over? Well, Chris, bring the Vegemite. Bring the Vegemite.
I can bring some back for you, mate.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll bring some back. Yeah.
Yeah. That along with proper Tim Tams, because I mean, some of the Thai mates here. Tim Tams. But they're not the Australian ones.
Are they?
I think they're made in the Philippines or
Are
somewhere.
they?
There's a big factory somewhere in the Asiatic, but they're different. I mean, they probably use 99% of the same ingredients and the recipe's the same, but it just doesn't.
They're using American style chocolate for the coating instead of Australian style chocolate. American chocolate tastes like shit. And I literally, it does. It tastes like excrement. And I cannot. I don't know why Americans eat Hershey's. Seriously, chocolate is supposed to be sweet and flavoursome, not taste like some butthole. And they eat it by the freaking truckload. Honestly. Anyway, I did read a story about why that was, something to do with sort of the ration packs in the Second World War or First World War. There was some reason for it. Made the chocolate last longer.
I remember getting MREs, and they did have a chocolate bar in the green. Where's Jack when I want him? Oh, he would remember this in the green little sachet, and it was never brown. It was always white, and it wasn't white chocolate. had a covering of white on it. So.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go to the Big C market here and pull all those bloody what do you call it, the Toblerone, the mini Toblerones off the shelf. I had one there 6 months ago. Got it home. It's just white. The chocolate was white, so I just threw it out. I went and got another one. It's just the same fucking white. And they go, and haven't you? What? I'm going to look at the used by dates next time and say, look, how about you fucking fix this shit up? It's all right. I get the Toblerones from 7-Eleven now. But yeah, it's been on the shelf there for like 6 months and they still haven't changed it, and it obviously has some heat damage.
So Mayor Groves wants some Vegemite. He also wants cheese twisties and burger rings.
Cheese twisties and burger rings.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll drop a few jars at Susie's bar if we don't catch up. Okay, good. Arnott's make their own chocolate. That's one thing I'm missing. Arnott's biscuits.
Well, I'm going back in less than 2 weeks.
No, but the thing is, they're big. Monte Carlos. I haven't had a Monte Carlo in 7 years. There's something about Arnott's biscuits. They're super sweet. And Australians grew up on them, but you think you can find Arnott's biscuits over here? This close to Australia? Have every other damn biscuit.
Jack is there.
Hello, Jack.
No Vegemite, Todd. We're good there. All right. The ones that I miss are the Arnott's barbecue shapes. Okay.
Is it? Yes, and the chocolate I would get lots of, as it would trade the cheese for it, chewed up the chocolate and spit it in.
Yes, exact food mocker.
I mean, we're already past the hour already. Seriously, we're just sitting here chatting away. We'll continue to chat. Anybody in a hurry to go? Because that's right. This is 37 minutes long. That's right. No, it wasn't 30 minutes long. I was using it to gauge how long the video was running for. You know, you made it when. You know you made it when you can buy a pack of ice Vovos. Oh, ice Vovos. Oh, heaven on a biscuit.
Yeah, Lamington's on a biscuit. Yeah.
Lamington. Oh my God! You know, yeah. I very rarely spend the time thinking about the things we miss from Australia, and now you just come up with three things that and of course they're not essentials. You know, you don't need them to survive in Thailand. But they would definitely make Thailand so much more enjoyable, and you might become a hero of your move on. You know, imagine sort of pulling out a packet of ice Vovos in the quadrangle out there when the kids are in the playground, right? And they just help yourself. The kids are going to come, and they're just going to like, oh my God, heaven on a stick.
Oh my Roy, mate.
The kids just love me anyway. I'm always waving to them because I don't think the other adults really spend any time acknowledging the kids playing in the street. Because whenever I go out there, I always give them a wave, and they always wave me and wave back and all that sort of stuff, and they want to know more. But I think the adults are scary for long.
Oh, look, the next door neighbours across from me, it's grandmother, mother and father, and little daughter. And mother and father go after work, and I go outside to check things out. And grandmother brings the little gal out and standing in the front yard waving and saying hello. And the little girl, I think she's only like 2 years old, has gone, oh my God, we've got a foreigner living across the road. It's like you're the resident freak show or something like that. I don't know.
Well,
it doesn't worry me. I'd say hello. And,
I'm pretty much the only white Caucasian in within a 5 kilometre radius of where I live, from what I've seen. But there are other foreigners here, but they're just not white Caucasian.
Yeah.
They're Asian or something or other else, whatever. But I'm the only Aussie Farang.
What's this?
Anyway.
Pod can you buy Fritz in Thailand? Dalla, you can get something that looks like Devon, but I haven't bought it. And I saw it when I went to do a recce around Jontiam, because there's a couple of sort of Farang food markets there, and a mate of mine took me there. And it looked like Devon, but it wouldn't be Fritz. Fritz is an Adelaide thing. So,
I know the name, but I can't remember. That were the little biscuits, weren't they? Like the
No, it's like a processed sausage. It's like you slice it, and it's like you put tomato sauce with it in sandwich. We used to have Fritz and tomato sauce sandwiches.
Oh, you mean bologna?
Bologna. Similar to bologna, but it's an Adelaide thing.
Yeah, we used to call it Devon in Sydney.
Yeah.
Devon?
Yeah.
That's the same. Yeah, Devon, yeah. They call it bologna here, and that comes with chilies already in Devon, which is quite nice, but you can get some really, really hot ones. What always got me is they get this Devon, it's already pre-processed food, you can eat it straight out of the packet, and what they want to do, they want to fry it. They want to fry it. Okay, well, it's all right, fried, but seriously, it's cooked, it's just meat. It's just cold meat slices. You can eat it straight. No, they want to fry it up. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, I suppose a little bit better tongue tied again. Better let you guys. I do need another coffee. Better you guys get back to your daily activities and whatever. So stay tuned, as they say. Stay tuned. We're trying to make this YouTube, TikTok, fucking social entertainment thing. I know Thailand's going to go places this year because of the last 3 years, and if we stay on the curve, we should be able to sort of get this channel to actually do something, because the wheels fell off when COVID started, and now COVID's pretty much over and done with now, until they decide they want to re-roll the dice, which is still on the cards. But I'm pretty sure that we may not have a planet in the next 12 months, given the fact that, We need a few.
Positive.
We need to get
Think
some
positive.
guns. We need to get some guns. We need to
No.
get an armory.
No.
I still reckon I can shoot the wings off a flight 200 metres.
Yeah.
It used to be 300 metres, but no, I'm hedging my bets now. But yeah, maybe my skills will come in handy. You never know. Especially my PvP first-person shooter skills. Anyway.
If they brought back dinosaurs, I'd be fine.
Oh, yeah, dinosaurs, why not? Okay, let me get the crazy spread. Let's get out of here, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week. I'm sure you're not sick of us yet. Peace out. Now, what are we doing? When you're in Australia, you're going to be doing the stream from Australia? You're going to
Yes,
try? Yeah, okay.
I'll take the laptop with me. Yeah.
Good. So Arc won't be running for. I said we might have to move to my server. We'll have to do something.
No,
like that.
it's up and running. Yeah, I've got it through the UPS, so it's fine.
We said you're going to take. Oh, you're going to take your Apple laptop.
I'll take my Apple one.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
leave. Yeah.
So what we need to do is we need to set the password up in case it gets a reboot.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do all the patches, then reset the password for the team viewer, and then leave. Yeah, then that should. Yeah, okay, we should be good for that. So that should give us for 2 weeks. Anyway, too slow. Hello, Wanda. What's new, Land? Have a great weekend. Yeah, well, we're trying to go. We're just doing something different today. There's something a yik and natter, and unfortunately, it's one of those sort of things. This Saturday morning spot is just always going to be random, right? Random for everybody. Right, we're going to do some random shit for the Patreons on a Thursday. We're going to try to get a Patreon video out on a Thursday night for our Patreons and members and our Discord patrons here. Just some more random something random from the previous week, and then we're trying to do at least 3 videos a week, out of the 5 types of topics. There's I got to look at my YouTube channel. What do we say my topics are? If I go there, back to the open new tab, and I go there. So I do say on my about page, we do weekly snapshot of our challenges we face. Yeah, okay, so we got more of that. Fun times and local activities, eating Thai food, which is primarily what we were doing for the last 6 months and nothing else, because we're still getting things back into some sort of semblance of order. Info about Thai lifestyles as a foreigner. Okay, we started doing more of that. Motorcycle rides, yes, and meetups. We got the motorcycle stuff and the trans. So now covering all 5 points within a 2-week rollover, which is what I wanted to be doing. So we'll see how it goes. Should be enough to kick this channel back up into some sort of semblance of being entertaining and fun to watch. So stay tuned, as we say. I'm getting out of here because I'm talking too much again, and we'll catch you later. Peace out. Bye for now.
I want you to live